Swiggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here, and I'm bringing you guys another X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and this is a Wi-Fi battle that I had on my stream earlier during the week whenever I streamed. I can't remember, I don't know when this video is actually going to be going up. I'm just recording this ahead of time. But yeah, this is a UU battle that I had on my stream up against their in-game name is Blue. I can't remember what their Twitch name was, whatever, whoever they were on Twitch, so I apologize for that. So if I can manage to get their information and stuff, it will be in the video description like always. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this little battle right here. Looking at their team, I really wasn't afraid of anything outside of the Buffalant and the Coffergrigas, to be honest with you. And the reason for that is because sticky webs, or basically hazards, completely destroy the Darmanitan, and it also can completely destroy the Noivern if they keep on switching in and out. So I can easily just set up my hazards and just call it, you know, a good day right there. The Zoroark, as long as I have my hazards up, as long as I have Stealth Rocks up, if the Zoroark tries to disguise itself as Noivern or Darmanitan, I will be able to tell that it's Zoroark. At the same time though, if it disguises itself as something else, I won't be able to tell right away, but that's perfectly fine. I can deal with Zoroark easily because I have a Florges. Basically, Florges can take on the Noivern and the Zoroark very well, but I'm scared of the Buffalant because Buffalant hits very hard and nothing on my team can really take like only but 2 hits from it, being like what, Slowbro and Swampert, because they're both max defense, max HP. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this UU battle. I can't remember what the end score was, but I know that, you know, I think these are some pretty decent games that I did get off my stream. But I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with my Galvantula because, like I said before, they don't really have a Rapid Spinner or a Defog or anything like that. So I could go ahead and set up my hazards, but they lead out with the Ambipom. So I'm like, okay, well, they're gonna go for the Fake Out, obviously, because Fake Out Ambipom is a thing. It's always a thing. No one ever runs Ambipom without Fake Out. So they go for the Fake Out, they get a crit, and it does like a good 25% of my Slowbro. I really don't too much care, only on the fact that Slowbro has Regenerator. I carry Slack Off, and I can still take any hit from this Ambipom. But they're gonna switch out and go into Noivern. I guess probably predicting me to go for the Scald, which I think I end up doing. Oh no, I don't. I go for the T-Wave. That's right, I go for the T-Wave because a slow Ambipom is basically useless in my opinion. I mean, it's not necessarily useless, but if Ambipom is slow, then there's really it's just bad. It's terrible. So I catch the Noivern, which is great, but now I'm gonna go into my Florges because, like I said before, my Florges can take this thing on one-on-one, no problem, easy. But they actually switch out themselves and they go into Lil Reese, which is their Darmanitan. Now, because I don't have hazards, I don't know if it's a Darmanitan or Zoroark, but obviously they wouldn't send in a Zoroark on a Florges. But now I'm gonna go into my Swampert as they go for the U-turn. So I still don't really know if this is Zoroark or Darmanitan, but I guess looking from that damage, it is Darmanitan, considering it. I mean, even though it was a crit, it still did quite a bit to a physically defensive Swampert. But they go back into their Noivern, which is great because what I'm gonna do now is I know that my Swampert can take at least 1 hit from this Noivern outside of maybe Draco Meteor. Plus, I'm gonna outspeed because they are paralyzed. So I go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks just in case they want to keep on switching in and out the Noivern and the Darmanitan as they go for the Boom Burst. I'm not really sure why they go for Boom Burst. I mean, is Boom Burst? I forgot the base power of Boom Burst. I guess maybe it's stronger than like Dragon Pulse or Draco Meteor or something. I don't know. Or they probably don't carry Draco. They carry like Dragon Pulse or something. I'm not necessarily sure because I don't use Boom Burst enough to know its base power. I think it's maybe 180 or something. I'm not sure. But I bring in my Florges, and my Florges doesn't even take. I mean, it takes like 25% from it, which is, I mean, that's good, but that's a lot of damage. So it looked to me that this thing was choiced in some type of way, but it doesn't matter because I go for the Moonblast and go ahead and take out this Noivern. So the Noivern is now no longer a problem, and yeah, the Noivern is no longer a problem. Plus, their Noivern was pretty much useless anyway. It was paralyzed, and everything on my team can outspeed it in a heartbeat. But now they go into their Coffergrigas because this is a really good time for them to go into it. And I go ahead and switch out because I'm not really sure what this thing wants to do. So I just go into my Swampert now so I can like either sack it off or just, you know, roar it out of here, or you know, do whatever it is I want to do to this Cofagrigus, because I really had no clue what I wanted to go for. I think maybe I was predicting the knockoff from it because I run one with knockoff, but Cofagrigus is one of those very, very versatile Pokemon that you can make it a defensive one, or you can make it like Nasty Plot and attacking, but they go for the energy ball right here. And this on stream caught me way off guard, you guys. I was like, since when does anyone run energy ball on a Cofagrigus, and how does it play out so well in this situation? I didn't even know what happened right there. I was just trying, during the battle, I was trying to comprehend exactly what happened to my Swampert. I didn't even know what happened. So I was just like, okay, what? I don't know what happened. I was like, energy ball, okay, that's fine. So they bring in the Bouffalant now, and I go for the Protect, the Scout, see what it wants to do. It goes to the Wild Charge, which I guess they was predicting me to go into my Slowbro because Slowbro is more physically defensive, but I just wanted to scout and see what this thing wanted to do. And then now I'm going to actually switch out, and I am going to go ahead and go into my Slowbro. Even though they went for the Wild Charge, I know Slowbro can take at least one, so they end up doing that. Plus they're going to get some nice residual damage, or recoil damage on their Bouffalant, and Slowbro does not take that well at all. And I'm like, we cannot take another one of those. We cannot. But luckily for me, the Trick Room does wear off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to switch out and go into my Galvantula. Now I go to my Galvantula because one, I know we can live at least one Wild Charge, because first of all, it is resisted, and then second, we have a Focus Sash. But now, since they switched out, I figured they're probably Choice. We find out later that they are Choice banded, but they're going to switch out and they're going to go into the Ambipom, which is great for me because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight for the Thunder because I can hit everything on their team with it. And luckily for me, I catch this Ambipom, and unfortunately for me, I don't get the kill with it. But it's okay because, again, we still have our Slowbro, so I go into it, our physically defensive wall, as they go for the double hit, and they actually missed the double hit on my switch in, which kind of sucks for them. I'm not necessarily sure if it mattered too much in the long run, but it did actually matter at that point in time, because see how well we actually took it. We took it pretty well. And they end up killing themselves off to the Life Orb, which I should have actually just went for the Slack Off right there instead of going for the Scald, because I completely forgot that they had the Life Orb on their Ambipom. So you know, yeah. But they go into their Darmanitan now, but this is not Darmanitan because, as you can see from the Stealth Rock damage, it did not take 25%. So that's easily Zoroark. So I'm like, okay, I know it's Zoroark. Let's go into Florges and take this Dark type move. And they actually missed the Night Daze, which kind of sucks. Doesn't really matter, honestly. That play did not matter at all. I can tell you that right now, because Florges would have eaten that up. Eat it up! She would have eaten it all up. I'm just saying, guys. Florges is a great special defensive wall. But now I go ahead and just go for the Moonblast because it hits everything on their team for a decent amount of damage outside of the Darmanitan. If they really want to switch in their real Darmanitan, then it will just take Stealth Rock damage. So I just go ahead and go for it on the Cofagrigus. I get some nice, decent damage on it. Now, because I saw Energy Ball on this Cofagrigus, I figured, you know, this is a special variant. So I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to go for Moonblast and try to lower its special attack even more, because why not? Plus, Moonblast is doing nice damage to this thing, and we actually do end up getting the special attack drop. I think we got 2 special attack drops, I'm not sure. But at this point, I mean, this thing is basically dead. So I think what they're going to do now is they're going to actually go ahead and let it die. And they missed a Will-O-Wisp, which... oh, I feel for them. I truly do feel for them, because there is one battle where I miss a Thunder, and it was like a crucial Thunder too. And I mean, it's missing Thunder, of course, yeah, I know, but it's Compound Eyes boosted Thunder, so missing one of those actually sucks. But now they bring in the Bouffalant, and I need to see what it's going to lock itself in on, and it goes for the Head Charge, so I'm like, okay, it's going to lock itself in on Head Charge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and go into my Slowbro, because Slowbro is the best one who can take it. As they do, in fact, go for the Head Charge again, and they get some nice damage on my Slowbro, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, this makes no sense. Like, Bouffalant is just so powerful. It hits so hard, it's just ridiculous. But luckily for me, we outspeed. I go for the Scald, but we don't actually get the kill, and they go for another Head Charge and actually end up taking out our Slowbro. But they're gonna end up, I think they die in the process, or they or I think they live with like 1 HP or something. Yeah, they live with like 1 HP, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And luckily for me, the trick room actually wears off this turn, so I go for the knockoff because I wanted to see what item this Bouffalant was actually carrying on it. And then we do actually find out that it is a choice band. So yeah, that was actually really scary though. But now they go to their Darmanitan, and this is actually the real Darmanitan because of the stealth rock damage that they took. And they go ahead and just go for the Flare Blitz. I didn't really want to risk anything else taking the Flare Blitz from this thing. And I also wanted to get some recoil damage on it. But yeah, and if we did have our Slowbro, I would have easily just switched in Slowbro right there. But Slowbro had died the turn previous to that, so yeah, it kind of sucks. But I go ahead and go for the Bolt Strike on it. I would go for the V-Create, but V-Create does lower your speed a little bit, and I just want to lock myself in on something that could do damage to everything else on their team. Or actually, V-Create could have done damage to this too, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, to be honest, it really doesn't matter. I wanted to make sure the Darmanitan died, and then go ahead and kill off this Zoroark, whose name is freaking amazing, by the way. But that is a good game, Blue. I'm not really sure what the score was at the end. I think, let's see, did my Floor just die? I don't think Floor just died. Slowbro died. Me and Shao died. I think Galvantula died. I can't really remember if Galvantula died. I know Swampert did. So I think it was a 2-0. I wasn't really keeping up. I truly apologize, you guys. But if you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It does help support the channel and support this video, and just make me a very happy guy. Go ahead and answer the question of the day, and I will see you guys later. Peace.